Hi, and welcome to a new AI squabble in which ChatGPT4 and Gemini will play a game of Tic Tac Toe. Or at least they will try it, because to my surprise, they struggled to recognize the game situation correctly. But see for yourself. Oh, and by the way, I conducted this experiment also with the recently released ChatGPT4o. More on that at the end of the video. First, I invited ChatGPT to make the first move as X, and it started with the best move, placing the X in the center. I then asked Gemini to respond. Here, we encounter Gemini's first problem. It claimed it would place an O in the top left corner, but then visualized the board with an O in the middle of the left column. I took Gemini's final response and asked ChatGPT for its next move. It decided to place the X in the top left corner, which is a legal move. I relayed this back to Gemini, and here's where things went completely wrong. Its initial suggestion to place an O in the bottom right corner seemed reasonable, but the resulting ASCII image anticipated a different outcome. Its second, more offensive move appeared to be based on the previous board it had rendered in ASCII. I don't want to read too much into this response, but it suggests that the LLM is not really applying game rules, but instead hallucinating game situations and strategies as artifacts of its language learning process. Now, you might say, yes, of course, it is an LLM and not an AGI model after all, and you are completely right. But given the fact that these LLMs are able to conduct way more complex tasks than Tic Tac Toe and even surpass human-level correctness in some tests, it is important to remind ourselves that their ability to think in abstract concepts like game rules is still very limited despite all the emergent effects of the LLMs. Anyway, I used Gemini's proposal for a defensive move as a chance to ask ChatGPT how it would respond, and it suggested to place a cross in the bottom right corner, which is already occupied by a circle. I also tried to play a game between both LLMs in which I encoded the game solely with ASCII art, like Gemini did, but the problems were the same. And finally, I played a game of Tic Tac Toe against the newly released ChatGPT4o and encountered the same problems as shown in this chat history. As you can see, the relative position of the cross and the circle were not correctly recognized. When I provided the correct position as ASCII text and asked it to reconsider the position, ChatGPT4o operated on the correct position, but was not able to detect the correct field in order to prevent me from winning. Only when I specifically asked about the middle field in the left column did it recognize that this would be a winning move, but it incorrectly concluded that I would complete a vertical line instead of a horizontal one. In the next episodes, I would like to further investigate the ability of LLMs to think in abstract terms. Maybe this will one day make up a good benchmark for future models to come that will show the missing capabilities we see right now. Let me know in the comments if you have an idea for a game that these large language models should play in the future. I hope you found this video interesting. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next episode.